Hi guys, so a lot of you guys have been looking at my morning stories with my watch and asking me, should I buy the watch, should I not buy the watch? And I thought let this not be a decision of whether you should buy or you should not buy, but be a conversation about what more can you do, right? Because it's not only a workout watch. Workout is one aspect of it, but I want to share with you guys some stuff that I aggressively use on the Apple Watch. And this is not a promotional video. This is literally something that helps me really boost my productivity and really makes me feel very centered when life gets a little chaotic, sets reminders because we're all leading very busy lives. So I'm going to take you through a few of my favorite apps on the watch because I truly believe that it can help you lead a more holistic life, a more centered life, give you those gentle nudges when you want to, when you need that little push, and of course stay extremely productive and on top of your game. So my first one is an app that I use to drink water, and it's called the Drink Water app. And what I typically do is I carry this bottle along everywhere that I go, and it's about 650 ml, and I try and finish at least half of it in one go. What I do to add some fun is make sure that I add some mint leaves, or I add some lemon wedges or orange wedges or sometimes cucumber to just make it very interesting, and water infused always tastes a little better. I do that with my kids as well because they really enjoy flavored water as well. Now each time I get a notification to drink water, I have to drink half a bottle, and like I typically end up drinking 4 or 5 of these just when I'm at work, because I start my day with a whole bottle of water as well. And by typically 6:37 is when I start lowering my water levels. So this is what I use. There's the Drink Water app. The next one that I use very well is the cycle tracking app. It's a native app with the Apple Watch, and I cannot tell you how important this is because very important. And I know a lot of us have been using third-party apps, but I now started using this because of data security. Because obviously, when you use third-party apps, they're largely free, and what they do is they share your data, or your data is out in the open for everybody to access. Now they're giving out lots of critical information like your period date, your fertile window, if you're say bleeding, spotting, if you're PCOS, PCOD, or there are irregularities in your cycle. It can be very important for somebody like me who finds it very hard to remember the last time I was menstruating. I think it is supremely easy to use. Plus, it also helps you track your flow on each day, how regular is your cycle, and obviously the watch learns as you go. The third app that I want to share with you guys is something that I use, which is called as Forest. Now I know with all the number of devices that we use and the amount of notifications that we can get, it can be extremely distracting, and you're always tempted to check your phone. Now Forest is something that I installed. It's a paid app, and what it essentially does is gives you 25 minutes of work blocks. And then you can't touch any device except your computer, your paper, pen, whatever you're writing on, but not your phone, to ensure that you have 25-minute work blocks of productive time. Each time that you have or complete that 25-minute work block, it shows like you planted a tree, and then obviously through the day you're supposed to create a forest. I've been fairly successful to at least making sure that I have 5 trees that I plant in a day. If I haven't done that, then I feel a little bit guilty. But days that I really need to get a lot done, I definitely use Forest, and at least the first 1 hour that I come into the morning, I make sure that I use it aggressively because it really helps me get like a jump start to the day. Okay, next up, the app that I use a lot, and I know a lot of you guys have been asking me like which is the app that I use to work out. Now guys, I've been practicing all different forms of exercising, but yoga has always been my core. But there are a lot of paid apps that I use for yoga, but I'll share that with you guys later. But if there's that one app that everybody should have on their phones, on their watches, is the Nike Training Club app. It's called NTC, and I cannot emphasize how cool is this app. So one is it has workouts ranging from 5 minutes to 50 minutes to 1.5 hours, to whether it's yoga, it's HIIT, it's bar, it's cardio, it's it's strength training, whatever kind of workout you want to do, floor exercises, running, anything that you want to do, it has it in there. It is a free app, so please go ahead and download it. Now, what's the advantage that the watch brings to it? That you don't really need your phone, because if you have NTC on your watch, then it literally says, okay, jumping jacks now begin, and you actually see the display right here. So then switch to the next exercise, switch to the next exercise. You can actually check your form, whether you're doing the right thing, not doing the right thing, and literally you can work out without your phone. That's like the best thing ever. And plus it plays your music as well. So it's just like an icing on the cake. If there's one app, you must download that one. The other one, and you guys know this, I'm a podcast junkie. I listen to at least 2 podcasts a day. Is the podcast app for me, because I absolutely love it. With my AirPods on and the podcast app playing, I just keep shuffling between different podcasts, listening to listening to a lot of Oprah. I listen to a lot of marketing podcasts. I listen to a lot of Marie Farrow. I listen to a lot of varied podcasts. So I would say totally would be the podcast app. So get hold of that. The other one, which is my absolute favorite, is an app which is again native to the watch. It's called the Breathe app. Now, the Breathe app, a lot of you guys have asked me that what do I use for meditation. Yes, there are a couple of other apps. Maybe I can do a separate video on that. But the Breathe app comes native with the Apple Watch, and you can breathe for as little as 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Even if you start with a flat out 1 minute, guys, you have no idea. Even if you're like in between your desk and your bathroom and you practice it, or if you're just sitting on your desk after lunch and you do a 2-minute breathe workout and get control of your breath, you have no idea what it can do to you, and how your mood and productivity can just suddenly increase. So definitely try the Breathe app. Of course, a lot of the other stuff that I use my watch aggressively for is the notifications, right? So we have reminders, notifications, calendar requests. We have our emails coming in, WhatsApp coming in. So I have all of the notifications on my watch. So even if I'm like in a meeting but I know the kids need to be picked up, I know I've got a reminder on the watch. So it becomes extremely important. The other one big reason that I use it a lot is, I feel I've seen so many people crossing the road and being on their phones. Sometimes they even have their kids in tow. Guys, please, you cannot be on your phone and cross the road. It's the most bizarre thing, because nothing is more important than your life. So please don't do that. Like, the watch has really helped me while crossing the road. Now, it sounds so simple, but if I know that it's not an urgent call, it's not a call that I need to take right now, I don't take that call. You can cross the road and then figure out whether you want to take that call, or you want to call back or not call back, right? Likewise, at dinner times, you don't need to take all calls unless it's like an emergency call from your parents or your loved ones. You don't need to take that call, and it's really helped me spend a lot of quality time with my family, knowing exactly what I want to prioritize at which point. So these are a few of my favorite apps that have really helped me focus on my personal well-being and on productivity. And if you've used any of the others, then please feel free to leave in the comments below, because I'd love to add on to my apps on my watch list. So look forward to hearing from you.